Welcome to the January 2026 regular session, which is our 29th voting session of the Mayor and City Council. The meeting is now called to order. First up, we'll have our invocation. I'd like to have Pastor Les McIntosh come forward, and if everybody could rise, please.
With every head bowed, dear Heavenly Gracious Father, for on high we come and we thank you for your presence. As we stand here today, we stand in the providence of your hands, and we ask that your hands assist us today in the governing process, knowing that because of you we live, we breathe, and we have our being. Help and guide and direct us and allow us in the end to have success. And as we go to the place of provision, let this be a place of provision, of protection, and prosperity in the city of Hagerstown. In the mighty name of my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen and amen.
Stay standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Okay, we have our announcements. The rules of procedure effective November 18th, 2025. Use of all cell phones during public meetings is restricted. All correspondence for distribution to elected officials should be provided to the city clerk and should include a copy for the city clerk for inclusion in the official record. Our meeting schedule for February, Tuesday, February 3rd, 2026 is a work session at 4 p.m. Tuesday, February 10th, 2026, work session at 4 p.m. Tuesday, February 17th, 2026, work session at 4 p.m. And Tuesday, February 24th, 2026, regular session at 7 p.m. Next up, we have a couple proclamations, and I'm going to have a couple of my colleagues come up and help me out with these. The first one is the Catholic School Week.
Hello, everyone. This week is National Catholic Schools Week, which runs January 25th to January 31st. National Catholic School Week celebrates the value of Catholic education, showcasing its contributions to students, church, community, and the nations through faith-focusing learning, academic excellence, and service. With this year's theme of Catholic Schools Week, United in Faith and Community, focusing on holiness through prayer, love, and secret service and community, Catholic schools contributes to the social, cultural, and economic well-being by educating students to be responsible citizens, ethical leaders, and active contributors to society. St. Mary's Catholic School, which is located in downtown Hagerstown, is a Catholic elementary middle school that provides faith-based education for all backgrounds, with a focus on spiritual, moral, and academic growth, and offers art, music, library, and technology. Now, therefore, the City Council and Mayor, we declare today, this week, National Catholic Schools Week, and we thank you for showing today.
I just want to thank, first of all, both of you very much. And just to let everybody know, we've been just downtown for over 150 years. And, it means a lot to us to contribute to this town and to Hagerstown and to help our youth be great citizens in this town for a long time. So I really do appreciate all of the support of the city and our local government and everybody. And we hope to be doing this for a long, long time. So thank you guys and God bless you. Appreciate it very much. Yeah, thank you.
Good city pen.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Go.
Yeah, that's good. Three.
Okay, next up is Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. Got a special guest or two coming up. Everybody might recognize this fellow. Officer Dean and his brother. Officer Dean was shot in the line of duty. He is such a hero to all of us. Are you back to work yet?
Back in the office.
Oh, okay. I thought Chief would get you back here as quick as you could.
I'm back.
But we invited them to come up and accept this award because we want to show their appreciation here. National Law Enforcement Appreciation Day provides an opportunity for communities to express gratitude and support for those who serve and protect. Law enforcement officers serve with courage, integrity, and dedication to protect the lives, property, and the rights of all residents, working tirelessly to maintain public safety and foster trust and cooperation within the communities they serve. Men and women of law enforcement often place themselves in harm's way and make personal sacrifices in service to their communities. Law enforcement officers, along with their families, deserve recognition and appreciation for their commitment, professionalism, and service. Therefore, with the support of the City Council, I, William McIntyre, Mayor of the City of Hagerstown, hereby proclaim and recognize January 9th, 2026 as National Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. I encourage all residents to honor the dedication of our law enforcement officers and to thank them for their service to our community. Also, I want to give thanks to CRS in the back. This young lady is the one that applied a tourniquet to his arm whenever he got shot, and she's here to show appreciation.
Yeah. Front and center. Hide if we can get it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, here we go. Good smile, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let me take a couple more. Make sure you can see the camera. Okay, good smiles, 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Okay, next up, we have Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I'd like to have Pastor Mac come up front, and I'd like to have Councilwoman Bell come down as well.
Yeah, come on.
I didn't have enough pins to give all them. There's way too many of them for the amount of pins we had there. Yeah.
What an honor. Right? Hello. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was a visionary, a leader whose life and work advanced the cause of civil rights, equality, and justice for all through nonviolence, action, and moral courage. Dr. King's leadership helped bring about significant progress towards ending racial segregation, discrimination, and his legacy continues to inspire people to work for fairness, dignity, and respect. Dr. King championed for principle of service, unity, peaceful community engagement, calling upon individuals to stand against injustice and to promote understanding and cooperation. Dr. King Jr. Day deserves as both a time of remembrance, a call to action, encouraging citizens to reflect on his legacy and to encourage in service that strengthens communities. Therefore, the support of City Council and Mayor McIntyre, Mayor of City of Hagerstown hereby proclaim January 19th, 2026 as Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I encourage all residents to honor his life and legacy by promoting equality, justice, and service for our community. Thank you.
I don't think he was going to put into work this much. He's doing the education and. Sure.
I want to thank the mayor, the city council, great administrator, my church as well. But in response to the Martin Luther King proclamation, my response is not one of achievement to be glorified, but more so an ambition to be garnered, gathered, and gleaned upon. Because ambition is a strong desire to accomplish a thing that takes hard work and dedication. And in this work that we do, it takes a notion a notion to what you see. We have to find ourselves finding the knowledge to seek the strategy, seek the ability to bring upon resolution. And dependent upon my faith to believe and my hope to achieve, I thus die to the place of selfish ambition and selfish intent, so that us standing here in this proclamation the resolution may be multiplied in the lives of others, men, women, pastors, community leaders, that it may be multiplied to the same response that we have right now. So I want to say thank you.
Yeah, do it here.
Okay, let me see. Can you step up just a tiny bit? Yeah, there you go. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Good smiles. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, next up, we have citizen comments. 30 minutes are allotted for citizen comments for items germane to city of business. Anyone wishing to speak during the regular session must pre-register. I just want to remind everybody of this because sometimes people forget that we have to register 24 hours in advance. But must pre-register using the form found on the city's website no later than 24 hours prior to the scheduled start of the meeting. First up, we have Mr. James Shields.
Hello, how we doing? My name is James, and I'm going to be speaking on behalf of our community. There's a quote that I want to start off with real quick. It's a World War quote by H.G. Wells. If we do not end war, war will simply end us. By this, I mean humanity and community. I chose this because our local community needs to be heard and a voice to erect social progress. We need to fight homelessness, drugs, alcoholism, racism, biases, unbiases. We need each other more than ever to come forth for better change. We'll not stand in solidarity without speaking up for women, minorities, feminism, and so forth. There's a lot of stuff going on in our community, and pretending back to the city business as a thesis, it's not, a person's not going to live somewhere and not pay bills and not say something, so it's time to man up and champion for change and articulate ourselves. Lastly, we do not need a World War III coming upon us, so we need to come together for our community. Do not put off tomorrow what can be done today, as a man who is also an artist by the name of Mr. Robert at Eliza's house once said. Put pride before ego because it comes before a fall. A rational debate of rhetoric over radical means. Tailor for a civilized, intellectually mature, insightful, inquisitive, and a uninformed people yearning for clarity in realms of loose understanding our neighboring communities and abroad. Anything you really want out of this life, you're going to have to come up with a plan and possibly achieve it for yourself. No one's going to give you anything, not leaving anyone or most of us left out of the equation. How can we treat each other better, respect one another's differences, and to include most people for the better as a positive guided by an intelligent quest for positivity added by practical action? I could care less about what everybody else is doing. At the same token, I hope the best for everyone. Know yourself and your self-worth. That is one of the keys to the mastery of this more limited life and the business of this community. It is not about what everyone has or doing. It's about what you're doing at the end of the game called life. like Ms. Tier said at one of the last meetings that I liked, there was a time and place and day where she could remember how this community was and how it was, and it had traditional values, as in like the episodes from TV Land, one could say. When it is all said and done, it takes all of us to win. What will be the next generation will be left to inherit family and friends, thought-provoking inquiries, our future priorities, goals, families, plural, and so forth should be addressed. How can we be involved, better informed, lucidly engaged, and interconnected for a purpose along with a destined vision greater than ourselves? I think the great philosophical, logical, and natural question that should be raised is what kind of positive impact or having an impact on, because the only thing that can get impacted is your teeth, is going to be the best bet for our community. Where can I apply or reapply our talents, gifts, abilities, capabilities, etc.? I hear at the last meeting, like I said again, Ms. Tierra, she said it perfectly. No man or woman is an island, as the adage states. There's more to us that meets the eye, whether it be our titles, gender, political ideology, family situations, and whatnot. At the end of the day, we must be humble and learn from one another so we can make the better vision of this community, not just for ourselves, but people to come. My time is up, and I thank you for you all.
Thanks, James.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Alva Moses.
How are you guys doing today? I like that, first of all, I'm the community liaison for Eliza. And I love this community. And I love what most of the council does for the community without even being seen, without pictures being taken, and with contributions just to sow seeds. Also, I'd like to say something. I love to say something what the mayor came to the gatekeepers and he showed about the ordinance and talked about the ordinance and showed what Chief Kiefer is doing. And I applaud that right now because what we need is safe streets. We need people to get things together. I'm in the process of becoming a peer recovery specialist. I also believe that we need to work with those people because peer recovery specialists are the future because they have life experiences, they have things that are going on, and they can truly help build the foundation that the mayor and council is building right now. And we can be in the forefront with that, with other counties and with other areas like Frederick that are building upon that. And I just want to say one thing is I'm blessed to be able to speak here, and I'm blessed to be able to be in a town that has so many people doing things for us. And it's like, when people step up, they step up. But when they don't, it shows. Enough said. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alva. Next up is William Johns. I like to call him Bill, though. I'll just say Bill Johns.
So I'm with True North, and we try to help people with housing, sober housing, transitional housing, and we transport people to housing from the jail and prisons, and we work with folks that help guide people to where they can receive essential services. We advocate for the use of some things that many people don't know about. So when we guide someone from Eliza's house, for example, to someone that is a peer, and the peer is educated with regard to how to get insurance so that the individual can get sober housing or housing at a residential treatment center, and how to get transportation there. They can explain something that may be interesting to an individual that doesn't know about that sort of thing. And Gatekeepers gives us a huge way of being able to share that type of information. It's not just shelter that we are asking people to go to. We're full, the shelters are full. the idea of being able to use the sober housing that's here, the sober housing that's all across the state, so the treatment centers that have residential capacity across the state and in other areas. So we applaud the use of your ordinance because it helps guide people to off the streets and to beneficial situations where they can be constructive later in life or get the services that they need in order to get stronger. So we're guiding people today and tomorrow, and we're going to continue to do this from places like Elijah's house and the library and the streets to ask people to come up to gatekeepers and to Horizon Goodwill. The shelters are open during the day. Reach now has 2 peers there to provide guidance, and they're calling it a day center. The health department has offered to help in many different ways, and we're working with peers there, trained peers, who are helping us guide folks to what we're hoping they'll take. And we've had about a half dozen recently accept the use of sober housing. But what we're asking them to do is first to tell us where they're from so we can take them home to the area where the sober housing would be used there. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right, Don, I think next couple are emails.
Actually, I didn't send those, but there are emails I sent to you.
Yeah, I have them. You want them read, or do you, we just put them on as record?
Put them on the record.
Okay.
The way I think the procedure.
Okay. All right, we had 2 emails from Jason McGill and Tosh Smith that'll be on record. Next up is our motions. And the first one up is approval of minutes.
Mr. Mayor, hereby move for the approval of minutes as presented for the mayor and council meetings held on December 2nd, 2025, December 9th, 2025, and December 16, 2025.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Consent agenda.
Mr. Mayor, hereby move that all consent agenda be approved as presented.
Have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Introduction of an ordinance amending the City Code Chapter 173-32, prohibited lodging out of doors.
Mr. Mayor, I hereby move to introduce an ordinance to amend the city code by amending chapter 173-32, prohibited lodging of outdoors, which makes it unlawful for any person to sleep in or lodge outdoors in any public place within the city limits of Hagerstown, Maryland. This prohibition extends to vehicles parked on public places. Only Hagerstown Police Department law enforcement officers will enforce this ordinance. The amendment to this ordinance removes the sunset provision.
Have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next is approval of a resolution agreement with American Traffic Solutions Incorporated for red light camera enforcement.
Mr. Mayor, I hereby move for mayor and council to council approval of resolution to approve an agreement with the American Traffic Solution Incorporated regarding the operation and implementation of the red light camera enforcement program.
I have a second? Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Opposed?
Motion passes. Approval of a resolution, approval of a user agreement with the Eastern Panhandle Swim Club LLC for the use of the Claude M. Potterfield Pool.
Mr. Mayor, hereby move for mayor and council approval of a resolution to enter into a user agreement with the Eastern Panhandle Swim Club LLC for use of Claude M. Potterfield Pool. This agreement shall be for non-exclusive use of the pool for 10 weeks during the 2026 pool season. The fee to the city of Hagerstown for the use of the pool will be $3,400 for a single pool pass season.
Have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Resolution acceptance of an easement on Marshall Street.
Mr. Mayor, hereby move to approve a resolution to accept an easement from the Board of Education of Washington County, Maryland for the installation and maintenance of an automated speed monitoring system on school property near the Marshall Street School on Marshall Street. This approval is contingent upon final approval of the easement by the Board of Education of Washington County, Maryland.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Opposed.
Motion passes. Resolution acceptance of an easement on Pennsylvania Avenue.
Mr. Mayor, hereby move to approve a resolution to accept an easement from the Board of Education of Washington County, Maryland for the installation of the maintenance of an automatic speed monitoring system on school property near North Hagerstown High School on Pennsylvania Avenue. This approval is contingent upon final approval of the easement by the Board of Education of Washington County, Maryland.
Have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Opposed.
Motion passes. Approval of resolution, approval to serve as co-applicant with the Hagerstown Housing Authority for the HUD Choice Neighborhoods Implementation Grant.
Mr. Mayor, I hereby move that mayor and city council adopt a resolution authorizing the city to serve as co-applicant with the Hagerstown Housing Authority for the Choice Neighborhoods Implementation Grant as offered by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, better known as HUD. The grant would provide up to $26 million to implement the previously developed Choice Transformation Plan for revitalization of the designated Choice Neighborhoods area. City staff is authorized to execute all documents necessary to submit this application.
Have a second?
Second.
Sean Wayne.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Approval of retainer agreement for city legal services.
Mr. Mayor, I hereby move for mayor and council to approval of an attached retainer agreement with Salvatore Morton LLC to serve as general legal counsel for the city of Hagerstown for 3 calendar years, beginning January 1st, 2026 through December 31st, 2028. Per the contract, the terms may be renegotiated for the 2029 calendar year.
I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Approval of federal lobbyist contract with the Ferguson Group.
Mr. Mayor, I hereby move for mayor and council approval of a contract and agreement with the Ferguson Group to represent the city of Hagerstown as federal lobbyists for items of interest specific to the city. The term of this agreement is January 1st, 2026 till December 31st, 2026 in the amount of $75,600. In addition, the city will reimburse the Ferguson Group for reasonable and the necessary additional expenses incurred of up to $1,000. Funding for this contract is to be included in the general fund legal department operating budget.
Have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, sir.
in addition to the $1 million that we were provided by the Senate for stormwater repairs, we were notified this evening that the $850,000 for bridge repair is on the final list for House Appropriations vote this month. So that's $1.85 million that have been that are going to be received as a result of this work. So thank you for your vote on that.
Anyone else? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Opposed.
Motion passed. Approval of a motion, approval of the 10-year downtown plan and implementation strategy.
Mr. Mayor, I hereby move that the mayor and city council approve the 10-year downtown plan implementation strategies presented by Urban Partners at the January 13th, 2026 work session. The plan provides data and community support for realistic, achievable strategies that will help the city and investors make decisions that create value, manage risk, and improve the prospects for success. Copy of this plan is available at hagerstownmd.org and mydowntownhagerstown.com.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Approval of a motion, lease holdover extension with Maryland Department of Labor Licensing and Regulation.
Mr. Mayor, hereby move that mayor and council approve an attached holdover extension letter with the Maryland Department of General Service for a lease at 26 North Potomac Street in Hagerstown, Maryland.
Have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Approval of amendment to a memorandum of understanding.
Mr. Mayor, I hereby move to approve an amendment to a previously approved memorandum of understanding between the city and the Maryland State Highway Administration for proposed improvements at the intersection of South Potomac Street and Baltimore Street. This amendment will commit the state to providing $236 towards the project, and it will commit to the city providing $155,000 in local matching funds.
Have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Approval of Census MXU trade-in program.
Mr. Mayor, hereby move for mayor and council to approve the request for the Census MXU trade-in program through LB Water. LB Water is our supplier of meter transceiver units, MXUs, and they are offering a trade-in program to transition customers to the newer style M-Series radio units. As part of the program, LB Water is offering a 12% discount on the purchase of the new M-Series radios.
May I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. That does approve motions. Next up, city administrator.
Just a couple of things. First, the Community Engagement Group found out this week that we have been selected to host the 2026 National Mural Awards. These awards will coincide with Hagerfest on May 2nd, 2026. There will be at least 3, if not more, nationally acclaimed artists adding 3 murals to the public art in downtown. The last year's location for these awards was Salt Lake City, Utah, and the year before that was Corpus Christi, Texas. So we are in pretty good company to be able to be selected for this award. So congratulations to Brittany and Leah for being able to get this for us. And just real briefly, I thank everyone for coming out with us and celebrating my wife's life on Sunday. It was a great time. Given the situation, there were tears, but there was a lot more laughter and memories, and I just appreciate all the support we've gotten in the community during her sickness and then after she passed. So thank you all very much.
Councilman Flaherty.
I don't have anything.
Councilwoman Bell.
Mayor, I don't have anything.
Councilwoman Burnett.
Yes, Mayor, I have one thing. Mayor and council will be hosting a town hall on rent stabilization on February 5th at 6 p.m. here at council chambers. I'm inviting landlords, tenants, community stakeholders to please come out and give your feedback. This will be a listening session. We would love to hear from you guys, and we will have a press release soon. Thank you, Mayor.
Councilwoman Anderson.
Yes, I wanted to say thank you to everyone who came out today. There was a rally that was going on. I want to say thank you to Congresswoman April Delaney, Senator Ben Carson, Councilwoman Erica Bell, anyone that was out there today and that's in this audience today. I just want you guys to know that today we gathered because decisions were made about our community without our community. As a city resident and a public servant, I want to be clear. The proposed ICE detention center may sit outside of city limits, but it's an impact that will be felt by all of our families, our economy, our public safety, and our values. The reality is there has been no meaningful communication amongst the city. There's been no transparency. There's been no engagement. The county commissioners and the current administration have moved forward behind closed doors, behind our backs. That is not democracy. That is not accountability. Detention centers are not just buildings. They represent policies that tear families apart, criminalize immigrants, create fear rather than safety. I myself feel fear at this moment. If our leaders believe that this facility is to be justified, then they should be willing to defend it publicly. They should listen to residents and work across different jurisdictions. Our community deserves better than silence. I have been silent the last 3 weeks, and today I said I'm not being silent anymore. Our neighbors deserve dignity, and our future should not be decided without us. We are here to stay. There's no more backroom deals. Let's cut that out. No more exclusion, no detention center without community consent. And that's all I have to say for that.
Well said. Nothing for me tonight. Do I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
In a second?
Second.
Any discussion on any items tonight? Okay, we're adjourned.